Brahmani adhyaya karmani Sangam tyaktva karotiya Lipyate nasa papena Padmapatram ivambhasa Brahmani adhyaya karmani Sangam tyaktva karotiya Lipyate nasa papena Padmapatram ivambhasa. Please repeat. Brahmani adhyaya karmani Sangam tyaktva karotiya Lipyate nasa papena Padmapatram ivambhasa. Brahmani adya karmani Sangam tyaktva karotiya Lipyate nasa papena. Word to word meaning. Brahmani, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Adhyaya, resigning. Karmani, all works. Sangam, attachment. Tyaktva, giving up. Karoti, performs. Yaha, who. Lipyate, is affected. Na, never. Saha, he. Papena, by sin. Padmapatram, a lotus leaf. Iva, like. Ambhasa, by the water. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. One who performs his duty without attachment, surrendering the results unto the Supreme Lord, is unaffected by sinful action, as the lotus leaf is untouched by water. Purport. Here Brahmani means in Krishna consciousness. The material world is a sum total manifestation of the three modes of material nature, technically called the Pradhan. The Vedic hymns Sarvam hi etad Brahma Mukund Mandukya Upanishad Tasmad etad Brahma Nama Rupam Anam Cha Jayate, and in the Bhagavad-Gita Mam Yonir Mahat Brahma indicate that everything in the material world is a manifestation of Brahman, and although the effects are directly manifested, they are non-different from the cause. In the Ishopanishad, it is said that everything is related to the Supreme Brahman or Krishna, and thus everything belongs to Him only. One who knows perfectly well that everything belongs to Krishna, that He is the proprietor of everything, and that therefore everything is engaged in the service of the Lord, naturally has nothing to do with the results of his activities, whether virtuous or sinful. Even one's material body, being a gift of the Lord for carrying out a particular type of action, can be engaged in Krishna consciousness. It is then beyond contamination by sinful reactions, exactly as the lotus leaf, though remaining in the water, is not wet. The Lord also says in the Gita, Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya, resigning all works unto me, Krishna. The conclusion is that a person without Krishna consciousness acts according to the concept of the material body and senses, But a person in Krishna consciousness acts according to the knowledge that the body is the proprietor of Krishna and should therefore be engaged in the service of Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtham Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashat Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adigaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So this is chapter number 5, Karma Yoga, action in Krishna consciousness. So Srila Prabhupada ji here explains about art of working. In Bhagavad-Gita, in 2 chapters, Lord Krishna explains about karma. One in chapter number 3 and another in chapter number 5, how to practically perform actions in Krishna consciousness. So in this shloka, Lord is giving example to explain this concept of art of working. Lord is giving example. What is the example? That if a person performs his work, his duty, how to perform duty? Without attachment from the result. Without being attached to the result, we should perform the duty. If suppose there is a student, if he is attached to the results, so then he cannot perform nicely. Suppose if he is attached to the result, I should get good marks. If he doesn't get, what will happen? He will be frustrated. He may commit suicide also. If somebody is going for interview and he is attached to the result that I should be selected, and if he doesn't get selected, what will happen? Again he will become frustrated. So therefore Lord is saying here that we should perform our actions, our duties without being attached to the result and surrendering the results unto the Supreme Lord. So Lord Krishna is telling that surrender the result unto me. Give all your results to me. Is unaffected by sinful action, as the lotus leaf is untouched by water. So you must have seen lotus flower. It grows in a pond where there is muddy water. So although it is in the muddy water, but still it is above the water. It is never touched by the water. So many waves may come and go, so many water may come above the leaf, but you have seen the leaf of the lotus, there is some wax kind of thing on the leaf. So as soon as the water droplet comes, it immediately goes down. It doesn't stay there. So similarly, a person who is acting in Krishna consciousness, so he is like the water droplet on the leaf of the lotus. So sinful actions, sinful contamination will not affect him. So although a person may act in material world, but he will not be affected by sinful activities. So there are 3 kinds of actions. One is good karma, one is bad karma, and third is akarma. So we'll see it one by one. What is good karma? Good karma means punya karma. All of you must be knowing punya karma. So if suppose now somebody gets very good body, he is very intelligent, he is very fair skin color, and very healthy, very strong, intelligent, and very rich. He is born in a rich family. So what does this mean? That he must have acted piously in his previous life. Therefore, he is getting all these results. That is the reaction of past pious life, pious activities. And somebody, suppose now he is very sinful. He must have acted very sinful in his previous life. He was very sinful person. So because of that result, now he will be born as very ugly, very ill. He must be illiterate, and dark black color of the skin. So all that is due to past sinful activities. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, there comes a story of Nrig Maharaj. So he was very pious king and very generous. He used to give lot of charity to the people. So like that way, once a Brahmana came in his kingdom and he wanted to give him some charity. So he gave 1 lakh cows in charity to the Brahman. 1 lakh cows, well decorated with gold, ornaments, very healthy cows. So 1 lakh such cows he gave in charity to the Brahman. And he was very happy and he returned back. After some time, another Brahman came. One more Brahman came. So again the king gave 1 lakh such cows to the Brahman in donation. But in between what happened? One cow from this 1 lakh which he gave to previous Brahman. So one cow came out from that group and went into another Brahman's cow. Another Brahman's group of cows. So now that Brahman, he wondered, Are, I have 1 cow less, where is that cow? So he came to know that this cow went to that Brahman's cow. So he came to king arguing that give me 1 cow. But now king said that this cow already I gave to this Brahmana in donation, in charity. So now both the Brahmans had a fight. That no, this is my cow. No, now this has came to me, so this is my cow, this is my cow. So both the Brahmanas had a fight. Both of them came to the king. Now what to do? So king, now he was confused. He couldn't solve their problems. So as a result, he got a curse that you become a lizard in your next life. Yes. So he was cursed to become a lizard. But because he did some punya karma, once another such Brahman came in his kingdom and he asked some donation for temple construction. So he gave him some donation for temple construction, and because of that punya, because of curse he became lizard, but because of that punya he became lizard in Dwarika. And this lizard was inside a well. How many of you went Dwarika? Bet Dwarka? Vrindavan, okay. Okay, only few devotees went to Dwarka. So still now there is a well. In Dwarka there is a well in which this lizard was there previously. So because of curse, this lizard was in the well. And Lord Krishna's grandchildren and grandsons were playing near the well. And ball went into the well. So they saw big lizard, but they couldn't bring him out. Then they called father. Then Lord Krishna himself came and he removed the lizard from the well. And as soon as he got touch of the Lord, that lizard became free from the curse. And again he became Nrig Maharaj. And he seek the blessing of the Lord, and he remembered everything, and Lord gave him blessing. Like that the pastime goes. So even if somebody does punya karma, there is a risk of fall down. So suppose now if you give charity, somebody is very thirsty, if you give him water in charity, so next life there is chances that you can become owner of Bisleri company, or you may get a house near Ganga river, Ganges river, where you have abundant water, no scarcity of water. So that is the result of punya karma. If suppose you give some clothing to a poor people who doesn't have proper clothes to wear, so because of that charity, in next life you will become you may become a company owner, big company owner of cloth. Suppose you give some hungry people some food, so in next life you may become very rich man and you will never have to face hunger. So all these things are results of pious activity. And somebody suppose, but what is the drawback in doing this pious activity? Yes. So if suppose you give 10 rupees donation to a beggar, so because of this punya, in your next life it will be multiplied. You will get a lot of interest. You may get 1,000 rupees in return or 1 lakh rupees in return. So you will get a lot of returns in your next life. But drawback is that you have to take one more birth. After dying, after giving up this body, you have to take one more birth to reap the results of your punya karma. You will not become free from the cycle of birth and death. So that is the drawback even in punya karma. One will not become liberated from this cycle of birth and death. Suppose somebody does sinful activity. So because of this sin, what will happen? Suppose there are major 4 sinful activities: meat eating, gambling, intoxication, and illicit sex. So these are the 4 pillars of sinful activity. And abortion also. So suppose if somebody does abortion, so it is very, very ghastly sinful activity. Even if it is licensed by government also, still in scriptures it is mentioned that it is very sinful activity. One who does this activity, like the embryo in the womb, he has life, he has living symptoms. It is now, suppose this is now dead material, it is not able to move, it does not have life, it is not growing, it is not becoming old, it cannot die because it is non-living. But the embryo in the womb, so he is growing, he is having life, you can understand. So some doctors say that after few months embryo gets the life, but that is not true. In Srimad Bhagavatam 3rd canto it is stated that at the time of conception only, the inside the semen, this embryo starts growing. Because it has life, it is moving. You must have seen it is moving. It is growing day by day, stages into stages. So from the first day of conception only it has life. So if you abort child in the womb, so it is considered very, very ghastly sinful activity. Doctors are unknown of this fact. So one who does this activity, so in scriptures it is said that for millions of lifetimes he will not be able to see sunlight. He will be aborted in his next life. When he will be in the womb, he will be aborted. Then again he will be transferred to another womb. Again he will be aborted. So like this way for millions of lifetimes he will not be able to see sunlight. So that is very, very grievous sinful activity mentioned in the scriptures. Yeah, after that reaction there are 28 plus 28 types of hells. So he will go in hell for more punishments like that. So this is the drawback of sinful activity. And if suppose somebody does punya, so if the punya is very much big account, there is very big account of punya, he will go to Swarglok to reap the results, where he will enjoy very great facilities, very great enjoyment in Swarglok. So for many years he will enjoy in the Swarglok. But as soon as the result of pious activity is completed, again he has to come back from Swarglok to this earthly planet. So this was one more drawback of doing punya karma. Pap, we understood, it is very sinful, 4 sinful pillar of sinful life. And then there is akarma. So what is akarma? Engaging in service of the Lord. Neither punya, neither pap. Because both are binding. Both are binding. So how to get free from this bondage? So that is akarma. Means we have to do actions for Lord Krishna's pleasure. Then we will become free from the reaction of pap and punya and from cycle of birth and death. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, one more pastime comes, that there was a king named Prasadra. So he was very fond of cows. He used to love cows very much. He used to like serving cows. So one Vashisht Rishi was there, Vashisht Rishi. So he gave him service to take care of this cows. There were a lot of cows in the shed. So he gave him service, you take care of all these cows and see that in night no wild animal should come and eat the cows. So take this responsibility. So at night he was not sleeping with a sword in his hand. He was walking here and there to protect the cows. But in dead of night there was no light there. There was no illumination. It was pitch dark and cows were sleeping there. He was with a sword in his hand. He was protecting the cows. And suddenly what happened? There came a sound of roaring. There was a lion there. Immediately he got active. Prasadra got active. That now lion is going to come, so he will eat the cows. So he was very, very active to protect the cows. But hearing the roar of the lion, all the cows woke up and started running here and there, here and there. So all dust was flowing there, and king got confused. Now where are the cows all roaming here and there? How will I protect them? And lion is coming from here. He heard the sound, and lion was coming very near to eat the cow. So now it was time for action. If he doesn't kill the tiger, then cow will be dead. And if he kills, but he don't know where is the lion, where is the tiger, so where to shoot, where to kill him. So now time was very less. He was just about to kill the cow, and just by hearing the sound of that lion, he just threw his sword. Just hearing the sound, he just threw his sword, thinking that now it will kill the lion or tiger. But unfortunately, the sword just cut the ear of the lion, and it went behind the lion, and there was a cow behind the lion, and it got struck to the cow, and cow was dead. So, but in night he couldn't understand this, that what happened actually, and he thought that now, and because of that cutting the ear of lion, he ran away in fear. So king thought that now everything is okay, so he also went back. Next day morning, the Brahmanas came to know, Vashisht ji and all other Brahmanas, that king has killed, somehow he has killed the cow. He was entrusted to protect the cows, but he only became the cause of killing the cows. So without knowing the whole story, the Brahmanas cursed the king that you become a ghost in your next life. So now he was very devoted king, very devotee king, and he was serving cow. He has a heart to serve the cows. His intention was good, but unfortunately, due to some unavoidable circumstances, he got this curse to become a ghost in his next life. So he didn't avoided the curse. He accepted the curse, but he thought, okay, let me now take shelter of the Supreme Lord. So he gave up the kingdom and started practicing bhakti. He started chanting the holy names of the Lord. He devoted his life in serving and chanting the holy names of the Lord, gave up his kingdom, and whole life he practiced bhakti like this way. So what happened? Because he took shelter of the Supreme Lord, he performed a karma, and because of that, before death comes, he went back to Godhead in the spiritual world, in the abode of the Lord. This curse couldn't affect him. That you will become a ghost in your next life, this curse couldn't affect him. And he went back to spiritual world. So when we take shelter of the Supreme Lord, when we do a karma, so nothing sins of this material world can affect us. No sins will affect us if we take shelter of the Supreme Lord. Brahmaji prays in Brahma Samhita, Karmani nirdahati kintucha bhakti bhajam. Only by doing bhakti we can be freed from all the karmas. There is no other way than taking shelter of the Lord. So that we should take shelter of the Supreme Lord wholeheartedly, chanting His holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So when we take shelter of the Lord, then Lord will protect the devotee. What is that famous shloka in Bhagavad-Gita? Anybody knows? That Lord will protect the devotee from all sinful activities. Don't worry. Yes. Almost correct. Yes. Correct. Hari bol. So you can please repeat after me. Sarva dharman parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshashami masucha. So this is the protection plan of Krishna stated in Bhagavad-Gita. What is that? If somebody takes shelter of the Supreme Lord, giving up all other religions, full shelter of the Lord, then Krishna is telling, don't fear, ma sucha, don't fear, I will protect you from all sinful reactions. Don't fear, just take shelter of me. So how to take shelter of the Lord? What is the practical way of taking shelter of the Lord? By chanting His holy names. So somebody now says that, suppose I have done some past karma, past actions bring present reactions. Past actions bring present reaction. So I will show you one video. You can see that video, play that video. And after watching that video, you have to tell me what you understood from the video. Okay? Yes. So, anybody would like to share what did you learn from this video? Yes, take the mic.
Hare Krishna. The man, whatever he was doing karma, that was pap karma. He was hitting the person, he was killing the animal, and he was not giving money to the beggar. So all that pap karma was being collected on his head, and at the end, the pap karma gave him the fruit. That is a bad fruit, and he died. So whatever pap karma we do, they collect in our account and we get the bad fruit of that. Hare Krishna.
Correct, thank you. So somebody says that, somebody says that suppose I have done past sins in my past life, or few years ago I have done that sin, or in past life I have done the sin. So now in this life, why should I suffer the reaction which I did since in previous life? Why should I suffer now? So now suppose there is a murderer. He murdered somebody. He was wearing pant shirt. He murdered somebody, and now he came back and he changed his clothes, wore a lungi and a banyan. So will police not catch him? Police will surely catch him and punish him. He cannot argue that because now I changed the dress, so I should not get punishment. So similarly, just because the person changed the body, soul is the same, so he will get the reaction which he did since in his past life. Suppose there is a farmer. In previous ages, they used to store the grains in a huge container. You must be knowing, huge container, they used to store grains. So if the farmer stored 5 tons of grain, which was very third class grain, in the container, and next year he filled first class 5 tons of grain in the same container. Now from the below he is opening the tap, and now he wants the grains which he stored there. So which grains will come first? Yes, the third class grain will come first, and the first class grain will come later. So similarly, but he is wondering, Are, what happened? I stored first class grain, now I am getting third class grain. What is this tragedy? So you must have seen that there are some punyatmas who are doing very good work, but still they are suffering. They are getting some bad reactions. Why? Because of past actions. Now they are because in previous life they did some pap karma, therefore they are getting it now. Although now they are doing punya, but because in previous life they did some sinful activity, now they are getting the result. And if you see somebody's big don, thief, murderer, and very sinful person, but he is enjoying the life, enjoying. Have you seen that? So how it is? Because he is now reaping the results of his past punya activities, reactions of past punya. But as soon as that will end, again he will suffer the reaction of his previous life. So karma does not leave anybody. We saw in the video, you do any activity, you will surely get the result. Now or later, after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or in next life, surely you will get it. It will not leave you. So some results you get immediately. Suppose you slap somebody on the road. So when you will get the result? Immediately he will also slap back. Suppose you ate some junk food tonight. So when you will get the result? Tomorrow morning. Your stomach will be upset. Suppose you sow a seed in the ground and water it daily. When you will get the fruits? After many years, 5 years, 10 years, you will get the fruits. So every actions, you will have the reactions, no doubt. Just time is separating. But we cannot escape our karma. Nobody can escape our karma unless we take shelter of the Supreme Lord. So somebody says, can astrology change our karma? Somebody is very unhappy, distressed, very suffering in his life. He goes to astrologer. Astrologer sees his kundli, checks his kundli and says, आपके ऊपर राहु का, शनि का दोष है. आप एक अंगूठी पहन लो, सब ठीक हो जाएगा. You chant this some mantra, सब ठीक हो जाएगा. So, can astrology change our karma? Yes or no? No? Why? Yeah. Now, otherwise, astrologer would have himself changed his karma, and they would be the most rich persons of the world. But they can just show you your karma. They can just show you, ये आपके जीवन में अभी पाप है, ये पुण्य है, you will get this suffering, you will get this suffering, you will get this reaction. They can just show you your kundli, karma, but they cannot change it. Astrologers cannot change the karma. They cannot interfere in the karma of anybody. Because Lord Krishna is the supreme controller. He is the supreme Lord, proprietor of all the planets, all the universe. He can interfere in a person's karma and change it. Suppose now somebody is going by road and he was destined to get accident. That was in his destiny, that he will get an accident. But now because he is practicing bhakti, he became a devotee. So now instead of going by the land, now he took a flight. So the accident which was going to happen, now it is now gone. There is no accident now. Now he direct boarded the flight. So that is method of bhakti. We can escape all our karma only through bhakti. In Srimad Bhagavatam one shloka comes, Kaler dosha nidhe rajan asti hi eka mahan guna kirtana deva krishnasya mukta sanga param vrajet. Kali Yuga is full of faults. It is ocean of faults. Everywhere there is faults in Kali Yuga. Kaler dosha nidhe rajan. But asti hi eka mahan guna. There is only one quality. What is that? That just kirtana deva krishnasya. One who takes shelter of the holy name of the Lord. Mukta sanga param vrajet. He will be freed from all the reactions. So here Lord gives the example that lotus leaf untouched by the water. So now suppose somebody is working, somebody is student, so how he will be aloof from all the reactions of this material world? So Prabhupada ji says in one lecture that suppose somebody is doing job, he has a deities in his home, photo of Radha Krishna or photo or deities vigraha at his home, there is a temple. So he thinks that this temple, this Radha Krishna, photo of Lord, this Lord is the proprietor, center of my house. So if I do not earn money, then how will I offer bhoga to the Lord? How I will do service to my Lord at my home? So therefore he earns. So his earning also becomes Krishna conscious. Because in that mood he is earning, that I have to offer bhoga to the Lord, serve the Lord. Somebody student, he is thinking that I will get a job and I will serve the Lord. So his studying also, giving exam also becomes Krishna conscious. That exam, that studying, that working, doing job will not bind him. Otherwise, if his doing is for his own self, that actions will bind him. Either good work, bad work, pap, punya. He will be bound. But if the consciousness is changed, what? That akarma, I am doing it for the pleasure of the Lord. So he will not be bound by the karma. So we just have to change our consciousness. And somebody says that pap and punya can be nullified. suppose I did lot of sin, मैंने बहुत पाप किया, I did lot of sin. So next day what I will do some punya, I will do some charity, donation, some good work I will do, and like this way I will nullify all my pap. I have done some cheating, some sinful activity, I have ate some non-veg, some bad work I have done. So to nullify all this thing, what I will do? I will do some punya, just like politicians do, because they have a lot of black money, they do all wrong activity. So to nullify, they give some donation, they build some temple, some here there they give water, some free medicine, something like that, thinking that my all this wrong activity will be nullified by doing all this good activity. But scriptures say that it cannot be nullified. We cannot nullify pap by doing punya. It cannot be cancelled. So just by doing bhakti, we can cancel them. So thank you very much. We'll now welcome the Lord. If anybody has any questions or any comments, then you can ask me personally. So we will welcome the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Shri Radha Ras Bihari Bhagwan ki, Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.